Why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you do?
My name is Jerry Hadlock. By the way, I'm a native of Florida. I was born right up the street years ago. I've been doing Medicare for 13 years. It's all I do. I work with about every company you can think of. I've helped hundreds of people. Good. Most of the time I'm benefiting them, making them get into a better or have a better plan than what they've already had.
Okay. So if I go to a very basic question for somebody who, maybe a younger person, what is Medicare?
Medicare is a federal program typically for people turning 65 years of age. You can get Medicare through Social Security disability. You got to be on it for two years, 24 months. The 25th month, they mail you a red, white, blue card in the mailbox. There's two ways to get on Medicare.
Okay, and so what is Medicare? What does it do?
Medicare will help you cover your hospitalization and your doctor visits, but original Medicare can be expensive. So Part A, Medicare itself, hospitalization is $1,500, $1,556 for days 1 to 60 in the hospital, up to 2 months under original Medicare. After day 60, you pay a copay per day. It's like $389 per day. You step out of the hospital, you go see doctors, you're going to pay a $233 deductible to go see a doctor with original Medicare. After that $233, then you pay 20% coinsurance. It's that 20% that could become a huge number down the road.
Okay. And so you say it's a federal program. Are there different companies that are, or is that the additional?
No, you can get additional coverage with private insurance companies that help minimize the gaps, like the hospital the deductible, $1,500, the 20% that I described. The $233 sometimes can be covered depending on what the plan is. But they minimize your risk. It minimizes your deductibles, your co-insurance, or your co-pays is what it really does.
So the original Medicare is the same for everybody and it's federal.
That's right.
And then there's insurance, and that's what you do is you help sell the insurances that help fill the gaps.
That's correct.
Okay.
And then there's basically two roads to run on, either a Medicare supplement or a Medigap plan or a Medicare Advantage plans. And they're both got good and bad. Both plans are, it depends on the individual. So if I meet somebody and they're already seeing doctors quite often and they're turning 65, I kind of lean towards a Medigap because then they can go any doctor they want. And if they get a Plan G, they pay a premium. They paid a $233 deductible for Part B. After that, they owe nothing for doctors and hospitals. And it's a flat premium. So they can have a budget in a way.
Yeah.
Where in an Advantage plan, it could be a little iffy. So I go down the road, everywhere I go, I pay a copay or a co-insurance. And that could add up over time if I'm seeing doctors over and over again.
Okay.
So it could actually get more expensive than just a premium for a Medigap or a supplement plan.
Okay, so are these premiums the same for everybody, or do they vary based on your health condition and your age, like a health insurance?
Well, in the Medigap world, in the very beginning, when you're turning 65, it's the same. Male and female, the rate's the rate. Now it can change from company to company. And by the way, the plans themselves, like Plan G or N as in Nancy, they're identical. The plan benefits are the same from one company to another because the government made them standardized, but the premium can be different. So one company have one different premium than another, like at Plan G or Plan N.
Interesting. So do most people over 65 have the supplemental plans, or it's a smaller percentage of the population in your guesstimate?
I'm going to say almost, going forward, when they get on Medicare, I'd say 50% go with a Medigap, 50% go with Medicare Advantage. And they're different. So a Medicare Advantage plan becomes that person's Medicare. The private insurance company becomes their A and B of original Medicare. Then all the bills and claims go to that private insurance company. Okay. Where if you have Medicare as your primary and a supplement as your secondary, the claims go to Medicare and then they go to the supplement.
Okay.
It's a little different. But the main difference between those two plans, a Medigap or a Medicare supplement, I can go to any doctor who takes Medicare, no network, no referral, where in a Medicare Advantage plan, depends on the plan, I could have referrals or I could add prior authorizations, possible.
Okay. So the process for somebody who's healthy and they turn or going to turn 65 would be what? They would call you to sit down and look at their doctor or whatever their situation, and then you could help fit them with the best option?
That's exactly right. And when I meet with them, I kind of look up front, if I meet them at 65 and they're already seeing doctors over and over, I already know we probably should look at a supplement, possible. Because the Advantage plan down the road could get pricey, possible. Because everywhere I go, if I have a $35 copay for my specialist, that means every time I go out that door, I'm paying $35.
Yeah.
And that's just a copay to see the doctor. We didn't talk about labs or outpatient or anything else.
Yeah.
So it could add up.
So these insurances, have they gone up over the last year or so, just like everything else?
Almost every one of them. Original Medicare went up. It used to be Part B premium was $148.50. Now it's $170.10. It went up quite a bit. But it went up because there was a drug that was being introduced that was going to help people, and the drug never worked, so they raised. There was a rumor they may lower the premium again, but it hasn't happened. Not that I saw. I don't think it's going to happen. No. You can keep that dream alive, right? No. I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think I've got it. I'm not quite 65, so I haven't had to get my head around this yet. But it's I hear the words, I hear the expressions, so I'm sure it's a very important thing.
I'll tell you this: when I meet with somebody, I show both. I show the supplement and I show the Advantage plan, because I want them to see. Because I don't know what they know in the way of knowledge, and I don't know what the future may hold. That's the hard part about this.
Yeah.
But I can already tell you, like I've already said, if I meet somebody, they're already seeing doctors. I already know going forward, they're probably going to continue to see doctors,
Yeah.
unless some miracle happens and they don't. Right. But if I meet somebody who's truly healthy, that kind of a tough one, because an Advantage plan could be okay for them.
Yeah.
Because some of those are zero premium. You just pay your $170, and then off you go. You just pay your copays. Where they could look at a Plan K supplement. And in a Plan K supplement, you pay copays as you use it, but you can still go to any doctor you want to. And like on my card says, there's a company where you can change those plans.
Yeah.
The Medigap only. Where an Advantage plan, you can only change an annual enrollment. October 15th, December the 7th.
Okay.
Same thing for your drug plan. You just can't get in a drug plan in the middle of the year unless it's a special election, and then change it later on. You have to wait till October. And even then it changes at the end of the year,
Okay.
December 31st. So that's how that works.
All right. So if somebody who's here or somebody watching the video wants to get a hold of you, how would they get a hold of you?
You can just call my cell number. It'd be 321-720-4526. You could also text to that number, or you can email me at jldm253@aol.com.
Okay.
2 ways to contact me.
Thank you so much, Jerry. Appreciate it.
Thank you.